2 innings pitched for Neese. Will finish his line after this inning as he's responsible for all 3 runners. 1-1 from Hines is driven out deep towards left center field. It's at the wall. It's gone! A monster grand slam from Mike Quello ties this ball game up at 13. Mike Quello got all of that one and more as he flighted over the 37-foot-tall wall. Brand new ball game here in the 7th inning. Wowee! One swing of the bat, and we are tied at 13. 3-1 count. We'll see if Silverio gets the swing away sign. He does. This one's going to drop into right field for a base hit. In to score is Metzen. They give the wave to Swin around third. He slides. Gyrenes win! Gyrenes win! Gyrenes win! Gyrenes win! Ave Maria with their first walk-off of the season off an RBI single from Edwin Silverio Jr., and they beat the Mighty Banyans 3-2. AMU saved all their scoring for the final frame, but it was enough as they get the win and improve to 7-6 on the year. Hey, we're going to take a break. When we come back, a quick postgame show. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Ave Maria Baseball on the Urban Edge Network.
Memorial moving fast and moving up and down the field with the tempo. It gives you a great breather and a chance to get fresh legs.
2nd and 5, another quick throw. This one's picked off! DJ Van Horn! Nobody in front of him! Kingsbury sets a block! He's at the 20, the 10, touchdown Ave Maria! Gyrenes take the lead!
That's what you want, right? We've been talking all night, Florida Memorial going down with tempo. They're going fast. They're getting in and out of their breaks. They're just quick game. I mean, great execution there by DJ Van Horn coming out of his break. I mean, DB coaches across the country, that's what you want your DBs to do. Get out of their break and come back and take an interception to the house.
First pick 6 of the season. The secondary has had a lot of interceptions, but they've never taken one to the house this year. They get it here, and Ave Maria with their first lead since the first quarter. Here's the PAT, up and good. 37-33. Earlier I called it the quarter of the season. Call it quarter of the program now as the Gyrenes lead the Lions 37-33. We're going to take a break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Ave Maria Football on the Urban Edge Network. Out of timeouts. Here we go. Mitchell to inbound. He'll get it to Bishop. Tamir Bishop over to Mitchell. 6-5 on the clock. Mitchell drives it against Lasley. Lasley gets a hand in. That ball on the ground. It's going to stay Florida Memorial ball, but there's 1 second left on the clock. Will they add any time? 1 second left. Florida Memorial will have to catch and shoot this. Hamilton is out there. He's been dangerous from deep. Bishop to inbound. Looking. Peyton fires up a 3. Off the rim. Gyrenes win. The most dramatic game of the season, and the Gyrenes come out on top. They beat Florida Memorial 83-82, and they are first in the Sun Conference. Oh man, take a breather, folks. Gyrenes win! Gyrenes win! win. Ave Maria knocks down number 15 Florida Memorial. It's their 4th ranked win of the season, and they are number 1 in the Sun Conference. This game, highly touted coming in, did not disappoint.
Here's Chase Culpepper, 6 seconds on the game clock. Culpepper launching up a 3. Off the rim, no good. Michael Kleekus with the rebound. Huskey across the line, fires up a 3. It's good! It's good! Michael Kleekus hits a 3 at the buzzer. We're going to overtime! What a huge moment from Michael Kleekus! And the Gyrenes have forced an extra period. And the crowd is going nuts here at Donahue Academy Gym. Woo! What a shot from Michael Kleekus. And we are going to overtime. 2 and 1. This one driven out towards left field. Did he do it again? Back at the wall is Rodriguez. It is gone. 2 home run game for Edwin Silverio Jr. And the Gyrenes take a 2-run lead at 6-4. First multi-dinger game of the year for a Gyrene. Bottom of the first here on the Sun Digital Network. Top of the order do it for the Gyrenes. Jesus Gonzalez, Tanner Kelly, and Jordan Crawford. First pitch to Gonzalez. Swings at this one. High fly ball to right field. And see ya! Leadoff home run for Jesus Gonzalez. And the Gyrenes take an opening 1-0 lead. Looking for a true walk-off in the sense here. This one popped high in the air to left field. Going back at the warning track. It's gone! David Leonardi, his 10th home run of the season. A walk-off 2-run bomb. Gyrenes win 16-14. Ave Maria swarms home plate. Leonardi throws his batting helmet and they mob him as he touches the plate. It's his 24th career home run. He is the all-time home run leader in AMU history. Gyrenes win, Gyrenes win, Gyrenes win. Deuces are wild here in the top of the 9th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. Willoughby staring in, gets his sign, checks the runner at second. Another look back. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground towards short, fielded by Kelly. Throw to first, in time for out number 3. Gyrenes win! Gyrenes win! Gyrenes win! Ave Maria upsets the number 1 Southeastern Fire 6-5 and evens the series up 1-1. We'll take a quick break, then come back with a post-game show. You're watching Ave Maria Baseball on the Sun Digital Network. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second, this deuce is wild. Pitch from McMullen. Swing and a miss! Strike 3! The fire is reignited for the first time since 2024. Southeastern are your Sun Conference champs. And the Fire mob their pitcher in the dog pile there at the mound. Bottles everywhere. For the 5th time in 6 years and first since 2024, Southeastern Fire are Sun Conference champions. What a tournament for the 2-seeded Southeastern Fire. They beat St. Thomas on Thursday, take care of business against Kaiser on Friday, beat Weber Saturday and into Sunday morning. And here on Championship Sunday, take care of business against the St. Thomas Bobcats as they win 14-8. Second down, man in motion. That's Newkirk. Now Newkirk on throw, looking for Leger, a Philly special, and the Gyrenes score. Touchdown, Ave Maria. What a play call from the Gyrenes as they get 6 on the Philly special. Need at least a first down to stay alive in this one. 4 receivers out wide, Harris the back. Leger quickly throwing over the middle to Newkirk, and Newkirk has that one, breaks through the defenders and into the end zone for the touchdown. Quick strike from Leger to Newkirk for 6, and we're not done here yet. First and 10 at the 46-yard line. Ham dropping back, looking to throw again, and he's met this time. No roughing the passer on that one as Willie Jackson and Elijah Dowse combine for the sack.
That's awesome. Did you see how those guys got off the ball? Their first step is so quick. It's a lot of speed up front, especially with Tristan being back. Oh, man, it's a lot of speed up front, and this is exactly what we want to see. We want to see that speed up front get to the quarterback and make him have a rough day.
That sack felt a little personal from that Gyrene line after the penalty, and it brings up 2nd and 17 after the loss of 7. I don't know if you've heard of Scorigami, that thing created by the folks at Secret Base where it tracks every score in NFL history. Well, I've been doing that with Ave Maria history, and this would be a Scorigami right now, 40-24. That has never happened in Ave Maria history. Run up the middle by Farmer. He's down. And no timeout signaled yet. I think they'll run the clock out here. Surprisingly, our last game, 28-14 against Thomas, you know, the most basic football score you can get of, also a Scorigami. That was the first time we have had a 28-14 game in program history.
Yeah, so talk to us about how this Scorigami thing works.
Oh, so it tracks. It's a graph I have. It's got the winning score on the top, on the x-axis for all my math nerds out there, losing score on the y-axis, and you find your cell, and you try to see if that score has happened in Ave Maria history. A young football program didn't start playing until 2011, so it's usually a lot of, hey, this is the first time we've seen this score. That's always fun to see a Scorigami. Another handoff up the middle. Farmer dancing around, pulled down, and there's about 8 seconds difference between play clock and game clock, so St. Thomas will have to snap this one more time. Welcome back into the Sun Digital Network. Gyrene football here, and we are in a delightning lake. Cooper Huskey along with Charles Mickens here, and Charles, you know, Gyrenes are leading really big here at the break as we take a look at the scoreboard, 31-7. What have been your thoughts in this third quarter? I've asked you about the first half. This third quarter, we have really opened it up.
Yeah, I mean, you see we had, I believe there's 2 takeaways in that third quarter. So, I mean, that's great. We love to see that. Offensively, it feels like they're moving the ball well. You saw we ran it in for a touchdown there. So, I mean, we're picking it up, right? We're starting to get that field of, okay, we're moving the ball. We're getting in a rhythm. We're getting great field position. I mean, we were driving the ball down here before the lightning delay, but I think we're heading in the right direction after this, 10 minutes?
10 minutes?
Yeah.
10 minutes in the third quarter. It has been really promising for the Gyrenes, a lot better than the first half, I have to say. As you said, 2 takeaways, a total of 4 on the game from 4 different Gyrenes,
right,
and a lot of freshmen getting involved in this game. Rashad Orr with the pick 6, Amarion Hover with the touchdown run, Sean Collins getting in the game. Love to see the freshmen and the new kids getting in.
Yeah, I'd love to see freshmen getting involved early. Like you, as a freshman, you want to – I mean, there's a lot going into it, right? You worked your whole life to get to this point, and you're playing college football in front of thousands of people, right? I mean, here in Southwest Florida, I mean, you live – this is a part of living the dream. No matter what level you're on, this is a part of living the dream, and college football is just that special.
College football is special. I'm so happy to be a part of it. I'm happy to have you here in the booth with us. So, programming note, we didn't bring the camera down here just to put our pretty faces on the broadcast. We are in a lightning delay. 30 minutes after the last lightning strike is when the teams can take back the field. And I think I've seen some flashes in the background. So we will stay in this break as long as there is lightning here in the area. And we brought our camera down so that it doesn't get struck, as you know.
metal pole up there high. You know,
Yeah.
this is expensive equipment.
I'm pretty sure they want to hear some feedback from us about what's going on. So
Yeah,
I think it's pretty good.
I want to keep this camera. I want to keep the broadcast going so we can get all 5 home football games here this season in 2024. Teasing that way, our next home football game, October 5th, against the Thomas Nighthawks, a team in their second year as a football program. Don't want to get ahead too early of ourselves, but that will be our next broadcast here on the Sun Digital Network. Well, we're going to take some more breaks while we are in this lightning delay. We'll be back probably around 10-15 minutes to give you an update. But in the meantime, enjoy these words from our sponsors here on the Sun Digital Network. For Charles Mickens, I've been Cooper Huskey. So 3rd and 9, 4 receivers, 1 running back for Leger. He's looking to throw, going downfield to Jenkins. Jenkins in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown.
There it is. That was huge.
Gyrenes get their first touchdown of the game. It's 28-9, and with that reception, Jenkins becomes the all-time leading scorer in Ave Maria history. Prochan dropping back, fielding pressure, just going to flip it, and that's picked off! Nate Hyman with another interception! Nobody in front of him! Pick 6 for the Gyrenes! Ave Maria on top, 22-0.
I don't quite know how that ball ended up in Nate Hyman's hands, but he seems to always be in the right place at the right time. And if you notice, what caused the disruption and maybe not the most precise pass was pressure by Willie Jackson again.
The Gyrene defense just teaming up, everybody getting involved in that play, and it puts Ave Maria on top 22-0. It's Bryson Hedden. Here's the snap. Kick is up. It's blocked. It's blocked. They're going to come down with it. Ave Maria gets a stop. No good on the field goal. And Ave Maria will keep the ball and the lead. 1:40 left on the clock. And a huge stop for the Gyrenes. When the season started in October, there were 222 teams vying for the NAIA National Championship. Now here on Monday, March 23rd in Kansas City, Missouri, just 4 teams remain, and one of them are the Ave Maria Gyrenes. Hi everybody, Cooper Huskey here. So excited you could join us for this radio call here of Ave Maria Basketball as the Gyrenes compete in the Fab Four against the Langston Lions. It's the first time we've been on the air here on the Gyrene broadcast since February 18th when Ave Maria defeated St. Thomas 89-68 at the Tom Golisano Fieldhouse. Since then, it's been a 6-1 run for the Gyrenes as they won the Sun Conference regular season. They won the Sun Conference tournament. They won the first and second rounds of the NAIA tournament, and they won the Dewar Quadrant here in Kansas City. Now, there's just one more thing to win, and that's the national championship, the Red Banner here in Kansas City. 7:45 left to play here in the game. Efforts. Over to Montecourt. Montecourt looking for a pass. Down low to Kleekus. Kleekus not liking the pressure against Stitt, but bumps anyway. Gyrenes take the lead. 69-68. Ave Maria on top for the first time. In the corners, Kabia off the rim, no good. Filcher with the rebound. Poked away, but we got a foul. Timeout, Kaiser. Boy, talk about a tough place to play. That ball loose in the paint. Mitchell able to retrieve it. Shot too strong. Lassie with the rebound. 10th rebound for Narayan Lasley. He's in double digits for the first time in a while. Monchcore launches up a three, that's good! Miles Monchcore in heavy pressure launches the three. Gyrenes lead by 6. And now stolen away, Monchcore with the steal. Bounce pass to Watkins. Lasley will drive in, spin, layup, good! And the foul!
Pass will be no good. They'll run out the clock, and the Gyrenes have done it. They've knocked off the number 6 team in the country, ending a 108 regular season conference game winning streak, and beat the Southeastern Fire 88-78. What a game for Ave Maria, as they are the winners, 88-78. Once again, we want to thank you for tuning in to Gyrene Basketball on the Sun Digital Network. I've been Cooper Huskey. Stay tuned as the Gyrene's men's team will take on the Fire in a half an hour. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Gyrene Basketball on the Sun Digital Network. Down low, layup is good. Britzman on the shot there for Southeastern. Coleman firing up a three. That's good! Maria Coleman hits the first three of the game for the Gyrenes. And Ave Maria out to a 4-point lead. That's 7:03, 3:07, 7-7, 8-1. Ave, let's ride. There's Coach Alex Moorhead. In his third year as the head coach for the Gyrenes, he's made the postseason all 3 seasons. Gone 1-1 in each of his first 2 Sun Conference tournament appearances, winning the quarterfinals and losing in the semis. Has a pretty good lead in the quarters right now, trying to make it back to the semis for the 3rd year in a row. Quick inbound, Ava Murphy, no good on the shot there, and Warner will take it the other way. Smith steps back in. Two. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Caden Sutton to end things here in the first, and it remains a scoreless ball game. See if Moore can get it done here. First pitch to her called a strike, 0-1. Carson Moore, 3 hits coming into the weekend. Swings at this pitch, pops it up towards right field, and that will do it. That drops for a base hit. It's a walk-off RBI single for Carson Moore, and the Gyrenes win 3-2. Wilson steps in. Lefty on righty matchup. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Sweets win. Sweets win. Sweets win. How sweet it is. They snap the losing streak as they beat the Corvallis Knights 5-1. There you go. Monkey off the back as the Sweets even up the series 1 game apiece. And they take down the first half champions here on this Saturday night. First pitch from Joyce, bounced in there, gets away from catcher Clavino, throw to the plate, not in time! Sweets win on a walk-off wild pitch! And they're gonna mob Hara, who scored the winning run! Sweets win! Sweets win! Sweets win! How sweet it is! The Sweets take game 3 of this 3-game interdivision series. And they're going to improve to 3-8 on the year. 0-2. This one lifted high in the air, left center. Going back is Christensen, and it's gone!
Two-run blast for Colby Felix. And it's 4-9 here in the bottom of the 8th. Third home run of the season for Colby Felix. And the Sweets have some life here in the 8th.
The 0-2. This one hit high and hard to right field. Going after is Griffiths, tracking it all the way at the wall. It's gone! A grand slam for Jace Wilson, and the Snappers have blown this one open. It's 6-1. The 0-1 is hit hard into left field. Rice has nothing on this ball. It's gone! Another two-run blast to left field by the Snappers batters, and Seminole County takes a 6-2 lead. Andrew Fernandez swings at this first pitch. It's going to right field. Running after is Griffiths, and this one's gone. Andrew Fernandez said, "Let me get in the action," and he gets a two-run home run, and the Snappers have an 8-2 lead. He's ready with the payoff pitch. Hit hard to left field. That's going to get over the head of Dinges and drop for a hit. Parker scores. Wilson scores. Fernandez is rounding third. He'll come in safe. And the game is tied with a 3 RBI double from Drake Dobianski. Bird on third. Henry on second. Fortes at the plate. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Jumbo Shrimp down a run. Here's the pitch. Oh, that's a sharp ground ball down the left field line. Bird comes to the score. Henry comes to the score. Shrimp win. It's an RBI double for Nick Fortes, and the Shrimp have won the game 3-2. It's a last at-bat win for Jacksonville. Their 14th of the season and 8th in the last 15 games. Oh my God. Well, the Shrimp saved all 3 of their runs for the bottom of the 9th to win in dramatic fashion as they beat the Norfolk Tides 3-2. Here's a 3-1 count, and Monte gets a hold of that one. He sends it far to right field, and this one's gone! It's a 2-run home run for Monte Harrison, and the Jumbo Shrimp lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the 1st. Wow! That ball just seemed to keep rising and rising and rising. Right fielder Newstrom took a couple steps back, but then realized there was no way he was getting this ball and just watched it sail. And he hits a rocket to left field. Wilkerson's going back. He climbs the wall. It's gone! The Jumbo Shrimp take a 5-3 lead from a 2-run home run by Joe Dunand. And just like that, Jacksonville's in front.